You're listening to part two of Dating and Childhood Trauma, originally aired November 7th, 2021. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
Well, I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it, and I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. This is late night. It's a pop up. Give a sister a break, okay? Let me see. See, I don't have my mic. Don't make that face, Pooh, because now I'm gonna come through the screen and find you.
Oh,
Wait, what? Can you answer the question? Because you throwing me off of my conversation. I'm talking to you about your mother. Asshole, you.
Oh my God. Mr. TLE, can you say something so I know if it's my mic or y'all mic?
Yeah, hello.
Oh my God, why do y'all sound like this? Oh my God.
You might want to come back in. You might want to go out and come back in.
Yeah. Because we sound good to you. I sound okay to you, TLE?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Okay, can you hear me clear now, Pooh? See, this is more technical difficulties. It would be the night that I want to just pop up, right? But anyway,
it's all right though.
Okay, well, what with you as far as the things that you went through as a child? How do you deal with your dating life? And then on top of that, owning the business, and then both of y'all own businesses. How does that work out? Because you live together too.
I'm gonna be real. Sometimes it's rocky. Sometimes it's rocky. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's shaky. But I'm gonna be real. Like you gotta fight them demons, man. You gotta fight them demons. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now? Can you hear? You know what? I'm gonna kick you. You know what? I'm gonna fight her. Queenie, can you hear us? Evidently, you can't hear, babe.
Oh my God, why do y'all sound like that?
I don't know, but we sound good to each other. So it's you.
Yeah, I can hear her good.
It's you, boo. Sorry.
What kind of phone you got?
Yeah, you on your phone or you on your laptop?
I can't. I don't know what to do.
But can you hear us? You can hear us, right? Babe, tell you what, go out and come back in. Go out and come back in. Okay? Go out and come back in and try it again. Child.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Are we really doing
Mom,
this?
Type.
Wait.
Say something.
Can you hear? Can you hear? I mean, everybody else can hear me. Guys, we have technical difficulties. I'm going to end this broadcast, and we're going to come back and try it again. Oh, TLE, you made it back? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this fixed.
It just sounds like you're talking in slow-mo.
No, no, I'm not. I'm really not.
She ain't. I can hear you good, Miss Charlene.
Yeah, so it's you,
I
baby.
can hear you good.
What kind of phone you got?
Both of y'all talking in slow-mo now.
See, but then that means it's you.
All
There
right.
it
I'm
is.
gonna try to leave again and come back.
Okay. So, TLE, we were talking about as far as concerned about how things are going. You say it's tough. So, how do you guys sit down and talk? I mean, because some people just run
Yeah.
out, they
What?
leave.
No. See, this the thing though. When you leave, the problem is still there.
Right.
So if you don't fix the problem, even with a conversation, you know what I'm saying, with a hug, with a thought, with an emphasis, like you gotta just take the bullet, man, and go through what you're doing. That's just like if you in gunfire, you can't say I'm gonna walk away from gunfire. I mean, it's the
No, you
same
know,
thing.
you
You got
can't.
you
Go
got
ahead.
you
Yeah.
gotta take it, man. You gotta take it and roll with the punches, man. You can't just run from everything in your life, man. Like everything in your life ain't meant to be ran from. You
But I
gotta
don't,
step up and
and
stand on
you know
your
what?
10.
It's funny that you say that because, like, I've been running. That's what most of my life is because I'm trying to find. I think people that run are the ones that are trying to find a place where they belong. What something that
Facts,
feels familiar. You know what I mean?
facts,
So, and
facts.
I believe that's why I've jumped 3 states because I'm still trying to find home. You know what I mean? I need not that
Right,
somewhere that I fit into, but something that fits me.
right.
You
Cause I'm gonna
know,
be real. You can fit into something, but that don't mean that it's gonna fit you. Like it's just like when you put on clothes. If you wear a 38 and you put on a 46, it's not gonna fit you right.
no, it's
You know
not.
what I mean?
It
It's
is
not gonna
not.
fit you right.
And
So
sometimes you just
yeah,
get
most
tired
definitely.
of fit in. Sometimes you just get tired of trying to fit in. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
I'm tired. I'm tired of. Okay, well, this is what we're doing today. Well, I might not want to do that. That's why I spend most of my
Right.
time just by myself. You know, I
Right.
just rather do it that way. That way, I know I'm doing what makes me happy. Exactly, exactly, Shauna. I don't want to make myself uncomfortable. It makes no sense for me to hang out with people when I know that they're not talking about nothing that's going to lift us up. You
Yeah. They
know,
say they say you are who you hang around.
and
They
you
say
know
you are
what?
who you hang around.
It took a long time for that to click with me, and the same thing with Jazz. She said, "Mom, you just picking on people." I said, "No, no, 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 no. Reason I say is because when I was into my little drug thing, those were people I would talk to. That's who I was around. But the day that I woke up and clicked, those were no longer my friends. I could not relate to them anymore. You
Right.
know,
They
I couldn't
became
relate.
associates at that
And,
point.
and then I mean far away associates. I mean, when I said I had to cut off, I had to cut off even the people that were dealing it because it's a shame how we do our own community. That's another thing. You know that I don't want to be in drugs. You know I've been offered drugs, but now you want to give them to me for free. That is the devil.
Right.
You know, that's just you. Now you're trying to stop me from growing. You're trying to stop me. But you have to be strong enough to recognize, and I believe the trauma that I went through as a child. I don't know. I don't know if it hindered me or made me standoffish and always wishing stuff away. Okay, this too shall pass. And then it don't pass. Running from it because you never had to deal with stuff like this because when I didn't know I was poor and I grew up in the hood, south side of Chicago, you know. So I can't say that my childhood was all the way bad, but there's some childhood trauma there that I think has shaped me as an adult. How could it not? Okay, so
Hey,
this is
I'm
the
gonna
only
be real, man. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like I grew up in a rough area too, so I know exactly what you talking about. You know what I mean? I've done lived in a lot of rough areas. I'm talking about from Inglewood, west side of Chicago,
Mhm.
all the way. I done been to Hershey, PA, out there where you at York. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Man, like for real, I done been to a lot of states and I done been to a lot of messed up areas. and it's hard, man. It's hard to come to adapt to certain situations, because if your mind mentally already messed up, you know, that's all you gonna want to be around. Then when you get
Mm-hmm.
around it, it's hard to adapt with the situation that you in, because it can be worse than the situation that you came from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that was the thing. Because see, like I know that we weren't rich, but I didn't know we were poor, and I didn't realize my skin color was a problem until I became an adult. Because when I was growing up I was born in '62, but I was raised as a Gen X because my mother became a single parent. Okay, I became a latchkey kid, so I don't identify with anybody. I identify with these people now because right now I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn attitude. I'm not going to worry about it because the way I grew up, these kids now couldn't stand it. They couldn't
Man,
stand it.
see,
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. What I hate about nowadays, how they took the ass whoopings away. Excuse my language, but
No, no,
when
no. Go
like
ahead.
like that's the reason why kids today is like they do all type of other like stuff that you be like, man, if I would have did that when when I was younger with my mama, she would have smacked me dead in my mouth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I remember
But now
taking
you have
a
everybody
little
jumping in your
button.
business. Now you have everybody jumping in your business now
Right,
they say don't whoop your kid, don't whoop your kid, don't whoop your kid. You could think about it in several different ways. You could think about it as just a carryover. You could think about it as a carryover from slavery. You could think about that, or you. For me, it was I didn't get whoopings. You understand what I'm saying? I got one one good one, and I remembered it, and it carried me out through to adulthood. Okay, and it was by my father. All my mother did had to do was snitch, but see that came with having two parents. Things, but my situation didn't change after it became one parent. My father still hung around. I want to know why men, even after you break up, how come you can't? Why you can't be around and just be a parent to that child? Because that's what my father was. He still was that parent until I was my almost 30 years old. He was still an active parent. So what is it when you break up from somebody that makes you just want to walk away from your kids? And that's what I see now. I know that there was a divide in the when I was growing up in the 70s when they came up with you can't have a man in your home if you're on welfare. You know, I actually saw people putting up their irons and things if the caseworker was coming by. So those are the days I remember. Those are traumatic. That's traumatic too as a child to see your mother have to hide the iron because she has an iron and a phone.
right,
You know. So what is the
right.
system for? You took the man out of the home. Some men didn't want to be in the home. I grant it. Some of them didn't need to be in the home. Granted, I understand that. Okay. But how come we can't get back to just respecting each other as black people? Because those are the ones I really, or human beings. How come we just can't? You lay down with this person. You chose them. You chose them.
Hey, I can hear now.
Okay,
Ooh.
good. You chose them. Okay, now, granted, the thing between me and her dad didn't work out. And no, I didn't have good thoughts about him, but I didn't let that carry over to my daughter. I let her have her own image of her father. You know, I would never do that. So
Right.
how? I mean, I would never do that. But I see a lot of people are out here when the relationship when the screwing part is over with. Now he ain't shit. She ain't shit. A cooch stank. You know. Now that I never did like that bitch. You know. I don't get it,
Yeah.
bro. I don't get it. I really don't, you know, because no, the reason why we not together because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. Point blank, period. Nothing else. Nothing else.
when I couldn't hear y'all, I had ran to Facebook, and I just want to double back on what TLE said. Why they took the ass whoopings away from us?
Man, I don't know, man. That's crazy. Cause I'm like, hey, I'm telling you, look, I remember this whooping I had got, man. Listen, listen, man. Woo wee, man. Like I had stole this button. I had stole this button from y'all remember Piggly Wiggly? The grocery store Piggly Wiggly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do this right here.
So I had stole this button and stuff because it was like Christmas or something, and this button made like musical stuff, and I liked it. I was like, "Mama, give me this button." She was like, "Nah, boy, put the button back." I'm like, "Oh no, I want the button, Mama." She was like, "Put the button back, boy." So I put the I'll walk back to the aisle, you know what I'm saying? Go to put the button back or whatever, and I was like, "Man, I'm finna put this boy in my coat." So I put it in my coat and stuff. And me, dummy, not realizing that if I lean on something the wrong way, this thing gonna make this music sound. So I done leaned over. I'm telling you, this how bad this whooping was. I remember everything I did. Like I leaned over on the meat, right? And the button go off. She like, "What you got in your coat?" I'm like, "Nothing." She like, "What you got in your coat?" I'm like, "Nothing." She come over and take my coat off. She made me go apologize to the owner, right? To the district manager or whatever. So she like, "All right, don't worry about it, because when we get home, I'm gonna handle it or whatever." So I get home or whatever. She like, "Yeah, son, go take a shower." Man, I jump in there, dude. Look, when I tell you my mama had like waited till I got in the shower, my nigga. Like I'm in the shower, wet, like woo. Okay, I dodged that bullet. Man, that door flew open, the curtain flew back, and it was like, so y'all movie. You know the movie Son of the Mask? You remember the Son of the Mask when he was running around the top of the the room and stuff like that? He was floating around like he was going fast around. That's how I look. Swear to God, she was. Man, listen, when I tell you, look, man, that big leather belt ain't no joke, man. For real, to get your mind all the way together. To get your mind together, boy.
No, I knew a lady, man. Let me tell you something. She was my mother's friend. Okay, she would whoop her kids, but she had an extension cord that she would tie, like braided, like you do your braids in your hair. She would braid it up and whoop her kids. My mama tried that with me one time. As she rose up, I grabbed up. I said, no, Mom. You don't have to do that to me. This is me. I'm the same kid you had yesterday. I'm the same kid you had. 5 years ago,
hey man, some of the whoopings be like remembered. Like they put a hey, like you had a remembrance ass whooping. Like that's what it, like boy.
The whooping
hey,
that
they
got
put the remix
into you.
Man, you had a remix ass whooping. Like you gonna remember this ass whooping for the rest of your life, for real. Straight
now,
up.
I have out of all my mother's kids, I was the one that got the most ass whoopings. Anybody could tell you that. Any of her friends, my mama, all my siblings will tell you. Out of all 5 kids, I was the one that got the most ass whoopings. And at some point in time, I had to draw the line like, okay, discipline, abuse. Because there's no reason why I'm the way I am. Why you ain't have to beat me with that? Come on now. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I believe that a lot of parents, I don't know what it was, but they whooped. It's weird. I mean, some kids, they was getting their
tap dance on.
I'm sorry, I should not laugh like that. But I wasn't raised
because
like that.
Let me tell you something. That's why I wanted to double back on what he said. Because when he said that, I was so mad that I couldn't get back in. I was like, beat these kids' ass. Like these kids nowadays, yo, I be outside and it's so crazy because I'll see, 15, 13, 14-year-olds doing dumb shit. And I think to myself, like, you know what? I was doing dumb shit too at that age, but they're dragging it now. They're dragging it. They need to get their asses whipped. And it be these people out here that act like that act like beating your kids is a sin. Beating your kids is gonna take you straight to hell. He said it in the Bible. Spare the rod. How we go?
No, see, I didn't see it nowhere though, baby. I've never seen that spare the rod, spoil the child, spare the rod, spoil the child. But my dad used to say it a lot. Okay. My dad used to say it a lot. But
spare that rod. Spare that rod.
The lady that ended up, okay. Let me explain this real quick so we can do it as a backdrop. I was given away at birth. I was given away to Big Mama of the hood. Okay. So Big Mama ended up being my granny. Granny, she was 77 at the time. Who is a 77-year-old lady with a brand new baby? Come on now. But her son had a girlfriend. Get a kid to the couple. That's how that happened. Okay. Not even legal, girl. They went down south and lied. I don't even know if my name is real. Girl, let me tell you, my birthday, I don't even know nothing. Okay. So that's a whole nother shit show. Okay. I kind of laugh about it now. I'm laughing about it right now. I'll be crying in a minute. But for me, as growing up as a kid, and you had to be married, since you're going to be with this man and you got this baby now, going to get married. That, okay, and that's part of. I look back at the things that my mother ended up doing. She didn't have to take me with her when she left him. I was not her child. You understand what I'm saying? I was not her kid. She did not have, she was only 19 years old. She could have went on about her business. But she stayed. She tried. He pushed her out. But he didn't become a good husband until after they broke up. What is that? What is that about men that they don't want nobody else to have you, but they don't want you either? Raise your hand, bro. This is for you, my nigga. This is for you. Wait a minute. Hey, wait. Hold on. Hey, Shauna. Hey, baby girl. How you doing? I'm glad you were able to stop by because we having a good conversation. Go ahead, TLE. Go on and answer the question.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like the reason why, man, I'm gonna just keep it 100. I think the reason why us as man be like, we don't want nobody else to have you, but then like we being fucked up modes is because some of us don't know how to really love. You know what I'm saying? And it might sound like an excuse, but some of us don't really know how to love a woman. We ain't never really loved a woman. We ain't never really been in a situation with a woman like that. So it's kind of hard. Like exactly that part. You know what I'm saying? Like you man, like me, it took me, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in messed up relationships. So it's kind of like hard. It's hard for me to love like I want to love. Like you got to understand, like this the thing. When you get scarred so many times, and this is even for a woman too, because a woman go through it.
I got something to add to that.
Worse than us. Well, a woman go through it worse than us. You know what I'm saying? Like we take a woman through so much bull stuff sometimes to the point to where, I'm gonna be real. Like we don't. I'll be feeling like, do we deserve a woman? We want a woman, but do you deserve a woman though? Like for real though. Like even me. My girl love me to death. My wife love me to death. And I ain't gonna lie, I be the meanest asshole sometimes, and I know it. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. Like, and I like it don't. It's like this, man. Like, look, I don't want her to get mad. I ain't putting our business out. I'm just having a conversation, baby. Like, I'm just like, I'm just being real though. Like I be the meanest motherfucker to the motherfucker that really love me though. You know what I'm saying?
What
like,
is that?
Like this motherfucker really love me. Like I can't deny that. And it be me like 90% of the time, And that's for real. You know what I'm saying? As a male, like I'm just speaking that on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do
So,
admit that to you, babe.
Shauna,
I
Shauna, you
do
had
tell
something you
you
want
it's me
to add
sometimes.
to
We
that?
done had these conversations.
It's
We done
because it's
had these
safe.
same conversations.
I had a counselor tell me that before, that we're mean to the people that love us the most because
Mm-hmm.
it's safe.
And you
So
know what?
say for
You're
instance that
absolutely right.
But how safe? This is what I'm saying though. How safe can you make it when somebody really showing you as a male? You know what I'm saying, that they really love you, and you don't even really know how to show that love back because all the other situations that you've been in through, like people say, "Oh, I love you," and then, but look, let us go to jail. Let them, and I'm gonna speak for the males on this because some of us males, like I done been to jail. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker say they'll ride out with you and they'll be there for you and they'll scar the
I'm
fuck
not
out
with
you
that
in
girl.
life.
I was that girl.
You
But
I'm
know,
sorry.
I'm gonna say this much. No, don't get me on camera. I'm gonna say this much too. It don't matter how fucked up a relationship. If you really love somebody, the shit gonna work. And if you push them away from you, that's where you fuck up yourself at.
I'm
facts.
going to disagree with that one. Because I was with an ex of mine recently. I want to say about 2-3
I'm be
years
honest
ago.
with you. I'm one of the ones that did not know how to love at first. I didn't have my mama or my daddy growing up. Period. At all,
See,
ever.
they have to look at it from that point, that perspective. You know, like I said at the beginning, everybody handles their trauma differently. You know what I mean? Because see, for me, I don't want a relationship because men are stupid as far as I'm concerned. Plus, I don't want you touching me. Plus, I don't want you touching me, bro. We're not gonna
Asshole.
do people
Yeah,
shit. I'm not
yeah,
bending over, I'm
facts.
not getting on my knees, I'm not sucking nothing, I'm not grabbing nothing, I'm not touching nothing. Get your ass over there and leave me
do the
alone.
whole
Mama
lot of
Charlie.
I'm right
you can
there
have
with
nothing.
mine. I'm
She
right
The
said,
there
first
with
time you
she
ever
mine
said,
met
she
them,
now.
that's
said,
what you better
that's
I
do.
why I
am
ain't in a
you
relationship
now.
now. Cause
I am
I don't
you.
want a man
I
touching
am
me because
you
they ain't
right
worth shit. She said,
now.
I ain't
I
touching
don't
Right.
want
that
nobody
sucking
touching me. I don't want
You
nobody looking
got
at
it,
me.
that.
I
Charlene.
go
She crazy,
outside. I
man.
be looking fucked up. I be looking beat up from the feet up. I don't want nobody looking my way. I don't want to give my phone number. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want none of that. I don't want to. I just
Right.
don't want to entertain nobody. Nobody. And it's like, well, damn, bitch, what's wrong with you? Why you don't want to be loved? Because I can love
Right.
myself. Like if love come with pain, if love come with getting my ass beat, if love come with fucked up emotional roller coaster. Listen, hey, no, thank you.
Right.
I'll just keep it. Because I was with a motherfucker that I love. I loved wholeheartedly with the whole heart. So it's like he beat my ass on Christmas Day. Like, you talk to me any old kind of way you want to. You
Mm-hmm.
treat me any old kind of way you want to, but you got the nerve to look at me and say, I love you. This is not love.
This is what
Stop
I'm
trying to manipulate me. This is not love. And I don't want
right.
it. Because if it is, I don't want it.
Right.
Nothing's
I
gonna
agree
work
with you.
out when we have childhood trauma. No relationship is gonna work out until we heal because we're just gonna keep attracting the same person with a different face.
Right.
We
What the
heal. We
hell?
have to get into some inner child healing and figure out what the root is. Until we can figure out what the root is, we're going to stay in the same situation because we're going to have the same mindset. Childhood
Right.
trauma, you could be 40 years old, and if your trauma happened, you're a 40-year-old, but your mentality as far as relationships and how it scarred you, you're still 7.
Dean is right. Dean just said getting your ass beat ain't look, that's not love.
It's
You know,
not.
it's not
It's
love. No
not.
man can put
And
hands on a
you
girl.
know, to go with what Shauna said, you know, now what do you do if you feel now I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I'm a good ass woman. I'm a good woman. I will love you to death. I'm faithful. I cook for you. Make sure you got lunch to take to work. Make sure you got your drawers laid out when you come from work and all of that. I'm a good woman.
Do you know that those are also signs of a people pleaser?
Oh, well, wait, what?
A people pleaser.
A people please?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a my man pleaser. If I'm laying in this bed with you, then yes, I'm gonna please you. But as far as people,
Yeah,
no.
because
Is
her
your
right
man a person?
I mean,
You know
yes, he's
what?
a person, but it's different because I used to tell my ex this the same thing. He's like, "Oh, I treat everybody the same." I'm not everybody. I'm not everybody. Is everybody sucking on you? Is everybody fucking on you? Is everybody doing the things that I do for you? No. So I'm not everybody.
Okay.
I'm your woman. I'm your lady. The things I do to you, I don't do for people. So that's what I used to tell him. Make sure when you put me in a category, you put me in a category by myself.
Right. That's what you
Because
call
I
it.
don't do.
If we're staying with somebody and they're treating us less than what we really deserve to be treated, even though sometimes we stay not understanding that we deserve more, that trauma allows us to become people pleasers.
Do you want to be in love with a real one? Or you just want to cut? Fuck lay in the pipe, love me for life. Keep saying you will, but I feel like you won't. Want me around and feel like you don't. You know, it's been a while. I really do miss your smile. I really do miss that.